Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Corey Salty Floyd, and this is the Geek Report. Today, a 10-year anniversary of a surprise hit. Paramount is making another weird decision, and Ubisoft, well, not even Ubisoft, it's actually Rocksteady. I'm disappointed in y'all. Seriously. All that and more today with the Geek Report. Let's go. Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is the Geek Report. I'm Corey Salty Floyd. With me next to me is my number two, my guy, the dude in the shadow, Demon Engine.
What's up, everybody?
And today our guest panelist, the Husky Hokage, back again for the second time.
Yes, sir. How everybody doing?
You got hey no, you got to give the same greeting you give on TikTok.
I
Come
got
on.
you. Gaming family, what's going on with you guys? You all are having an amazing day and everything's going your way. What's going on, man?
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say. Here we go. That's what I need.
Hey,
How's everything been going with you, sir?
everything's going good, man. Can't complain. Actually, just finished up. Did a review for a game I just finished up. For a game called Necro Story. Comes out on Monday, I think. It's a little small indie game. It's on the site right now on at gamersocialclub.ca. You can go check out the review, man. We got a lot of stuff going on over there. I write for them from time to time.
GamersSocialClub.ca.
Yes, sir. I write for them from
Okay.
time to time.
All right. I'm all for. Hey, if you ever got anything you want to bring over here, give me a holler.
Okay, absolutely, absolutely. I got you. I have to do that. Yeah.
But right now, it's the Geek Report. Another week of news. We're gonna get to it. Demon Engine, whenever you're ready. All right. So Epic Games has another update for Fortnite outside of the Shaquille O'Neal update that recently happened. This one is actually a little bit more interesting. This is going to give an update that allows parents to set a timer for how long play is allowed.
Listen, I love it. I love it. They need that. They definitely need that.
Cause you know how many times I've been playing this game and I hear that hustle. It's one more game, mom. One
Yeah,
more game. End up catching
yeah,
this kid in a match five matches later.
yeah. I see what, like my kids play Fortnite. They love Fortnite. But they are regulated to Fortnite only on the weekends, especially during school year. Like they don't play Monday through Friday, but Monday through Thursday. Once Friday hit after school, I allow them to have their fun, Fortnite or whatever they're playing. But that's the only time they play the game. But yeah, you definitely have to have regulations. I believe this because listen, growing up as a gamer, like I love playing the game. I spend a lot of time in front of the TV playing the game. But best believe it was those times where, hey, go outside, go do something with yourself besides sitting here in front of this TV. So,
That
uh, you
sometimes
know,
that just meant, hey, my show was coming on. Cut
hey,
all this.
there you go. That's it right there. You back in the day, you only had that one TV. Everything had to be done on that one TV. So you had to sit
Mhm.
there. Yeah. So hey, go outside or go touch. Now it's bad. Nowadays they say go touch grass. So you know what I'm saying. It's always good to have those regulations and everything.
Different type of grass. They telling me that these days.
So.
Ah! Hey,
Facts.
I feel like this is a great counterpoint to all that money kids just spent out of their parents' pockets for
Well,
V Bucks. It's like, all
Oh
right,
man.
it was like,
that's
can you give
that's
us a little something back?
we need to focus on. Fuck the allowed playtime. Give me two-factor authentication for this shit. And when they buy V-Bucks, you know, these
Us?
I
motherfuckers
agree.
out here, these kids out here stealing cards. I used to
Man,
babysit
listen.
some of these motherfuckers stealing parents' cards for V-Bucks.
Oh
Man,
wow.
that's a quick way. That's a quick way to not make it to the next age destination for your child. Because let mine try something like that. Man, best believe. I'm gonna be in
Listen,
jail, and they gonna be in a box. You steal from me, you want to? I'm gonna make an example out of you. That's crazy. But
you
I've
know,
heard of that. I've
if
heard of
I
that
was,
so much.
I'd have to find my inner Bernie Mac and beat him to the white meat show.
Man, listen, because there's no way you stealing from me to get some V bucks or some Robux or whatever you
Maybe
playing.
some kid that
Like,
ended up stealing
All you gonna get back is
from his
hands,
mom
is hands for
for some
change.
shit called Zwinky. So Lord knows what they do for these V-Bucks.
Fortnite dance that.
man, what? Yeah, but this is a good thing though. I'm glad they're doing this. Like, listen, as a parent, like I get it. Letting your kids play the game and stuff like that. I get that, but definitely, that can't be the only thing they do. You can't just sit down and let them play the game all day, every day. You got to have some regulation on it. So, but that's what's up. I'm glad that Fortnite is doing this.
I'm all for it. Let's go to the next one. All right. So Paramount has made an announcement that they're going to do a live action Rugrats movie.
You
Of
ain't watching this
course,
shit.
Paramount is the over company that owns Nickelodeon. And they're going to do the thing where the parents are real, but all the kids are CGI, which this is unnecessary.
Very.
Remember what I
Like,
said about Hollywood not too long ago?
yeah, go ahead, say it again.
Fucking Hollywood is dead. What we get now is the twitching of the twitching as last bit of energy leaves the muscle fibers. That's what's going on right now. Dead body twitching. That's what we get.
Yeah, I can definitely see that, and I agree with
I'll
you on
rewatch
this.
Velma before I watch this shit.
I would
Listen,
finish watching the Halo live action before I watch this shit.
I I don't want. Listen, like you had. I remember growing up, we had Rugrats, but we also had. I don't know if you guys remember the movies. We had Look Who's Talking.
Yeah,
Where Look Who's Talking. Then they had like Baby Geniuses and stuff like that. Like we
right.
had those movies. We don't. I don't need. And we had the Rugrats movie. We had the green reptile tape and everything. I had it.
We had
We don't.
several Rugrats movies.
Correct. Correct. We do not need a live action Rugrats. Nobody's here for that. I listen. And then you said the parents gonna be live action and the kids gonna be CGI. I don't want that. That's gonna be creepy. Like I
Angelica
don't. I
looks
don't want it.
creepy as fuck in the background. I'm not going.
Yes.
That's because Angelica is a badass child.
Very
She's
much
a
so.
badass child. But
Somebody need to hit her with a leg, Larry.
this looked like the face of a child that will, put some bleach in your shit when you're not looking.
They're like the face.
Angelica reminds me of the kid from those horror movies, Orphan.
I can see that. Oh man, Angelica, one of them kids that you gotta when you go to sleep, you gotta lock your bedroom door because you scared for
Hmm.
your life because she might do something to you while you sleep. Type of kid that be sitting there holding the mirror under your nose while you sleep. Why you in here bothering me? Like like
She
well, I
looked
don't
like
trust you.
she looked like she fucked with your medicine cabinet.
Facts, facts. Mixing your Monday pills with your Thursday pills, mess
Oh
around,
shit.
be messed up.
But seriously, this is a horrible idea. And for some weird reason, when I think about CGI babies, I keep thinking about the one they did in that last Twilight movie, where it was like
Uh
this godforsaken, uncanny
yeah,
valley CGI baby.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, it's not a good look. I really hope
This
they
is a bad idea. They
correct.
should they need like a panel of people with real opinions that speak their mind to be like, nah, this isn't a good look.
Correct. Maybe we can bully them into fixing this, or either not doing it or doing it properly, like they did with Sonic. Maybe we can do that. Maybe if this gets out,
Bully
then maybe
like
they can.
just stop it before it even starts.
Correct. Correct. Or at least if you go do it, give me real babies and just have the babies be able to talk to each other. And only people that like I can see if you do real babies and just have the babies, you know, let somebody voice the babies or whatever, and they can understand each other and then Angelica can understand because she's still so young or whatever the case may
Right.
be. Let do that. Don't come with no CGI kids, man. That's just creepy.
It's just a bad idea. What's next, Demon? Ugh.
That's not it. Unless this shit's streamable. Hold on. But
There we go. So earlier this week, Rocksteady released their next character for Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League to all current 248 players.
Listen,
Now, do you even want to hear about this character?
so let me
Like,
say this. Just looking at the picture, she does look kind of dope. I'm trying to see who. I don't know who she is. I don't. She
you're
doesn't.
not going to know who it is. It's a new-ish obscure character.
Okay.
It's actually Deadshot's daughter.
Ah. Okay. Okay.
She becomes a thief, social justice warrior, vigilante.
Okay.
Yeah,
Um.
yeah.
This is like when Marvel was trying to make the Blade movie about Blade's daughter. Like, come on,
Ooh,
listen. I'm all for I'm all for female characters, black female characters, things of that nature.
true.
And
No one's arguing that here. Not here.
correct, correct. But in this instance, your game already did poorly. Doesn't have doesn't you said all current 248 players, whatever. Why not bring somebody that will help bring in more players? Somebody like a bigger name. You brought up. I think they had the Joker already. I forgot who
Then
the
they
other
had
one was.
Mrs. Freeze, which was
Yeah.
cool and not cool at the same time. Uh,
Why not bring in?
there's go. Who you got?
I was gonna say Peacemaker. It's right
Eagle.
there.
You could use
It's right
Eagle
there.
to travel. Yo, that would have not been a
It's
bad
right
idea.
there.
He does guns and he does melee combat.
It's right there.
It
It's
is
right
right
there.
there. Wow.
Peacemaker, easy money, but yeah,
Huh. Who figured that Mortal Kombat would be smart enough to use Peacemaker and not Rocksteady?
yeah.
Like, yo, this is such a weird turn for Rocksteady. It's
Yeah.
it's a Macho Man elbow drop fall from grace.
Oh, and I know so many people had high hopes for this game, and
The
after they
premise was
previewed it,
the premise was amazing.
yeah,
But when we saw the live action style gameplay, it was like, oh.
exactly.
And not only that, but they saw what happened with Gotham Knights. It was like, yeah, it's not gonna get better from here.
And they didn't redirect. They did not
I
redirect,
would
and
have
that's my thing.
I would have redirected and like, listen, y'all, this is gonna take a lot more time. I'm talking about we'll holler at y'all in 2025, 2026. Because we're gonna have to go back to square one. But
Yeah,
you got this, you got Concord. What like some people just don't know how to live service game.
and for me, Concord's not biggest. One of the issues with Concord is one of the issues I had with it, or it's already so many hero shooters out. Granted, yours may have looked better or whatever the case may be, but there's an entry point to yours with unestablished characters that people don't know about, unestablished universe that people don't know about, and you want people to pay. I know it's not. Let me say this. Granted, it wasn't a lot of money, but when you have Overwatch, Apex, Valorant, Marvel Rivals coming down the pipeline, why are you all these games? I can't remember about Marvel Rivals, but everything else is free.
Marvel Rivals
Time
is
I
going to be
saw
free to play.
There you go. And you're charging what 40? I think it was $40 or whatever it was for Concord. You're charging
some
that for
big
Concord.
blue motherfucker with a red face.
The
Yeah.
designs for them were plain as shit to me.
Yeah, I didn't even play. I didn't play it. I didn't try it out. I can't say as far as like gameplay wise, but it was the fact that you got an entry point to a hero shooter when everything else is free. How do you expect to generate money or generate anything for that game, man? Like it should have been free to play, and you should have found another way, like everybody else does, to make money off of it by skins or whatever you or battle pass stuff. I'd rather do that. Give me the game free to play, and then charge me for the battle pass if I want to do that or something.
But you know what's wild though?
Mhm.
We instead of getting the infamous prototype crossover, we got Concord instead.
Listen, I am,
I'm
and
not even a PlayStation fan, but I know that would have been the game to make me want to get a PlayStation.
I've seen so many people now, especially with PlayStation doing a lot of those remakes. I've seen so many people now. You know, first it was Bloodborne. Bloodborne was one of the things that a lot of PlayStation fans been preaching about. Hey, we want a Bloodborne remake. Where's the Bloodborne remake? And I've seen a shift of, as of recently, Infamous is being brought up more and more and more now. People want a Infamous remake or something. Like, since we're getting remakes, let's remake and remaster some of these good titles that we loved previously. Give us Infamous, give us Bloodborne. I don't know what PlayStation doing, man. That's a discussion for a whole nother day. But I don't know what they're doing over there.
You know what? We're gonna make sure we're gonna bring you back to talk about it. But let's move to the next one, Demon. So, 10-year anniversary since they fuck with Keanu Reeves' dog. John Wick, the movie that was expected to be a moderate success, but because of a stellar performance and word of mouth, it became a franchise juggernaut and
Fact,
literally revitalized my man's whole career.
facts. Now you got him. Now Keanu Reeves is back. We got him as Shadow.
Right.
It's going. The list goes on and on, man. But I remember when John Wick first came out, or like it was around the time it came out, and people was like, "Hey man, this movie is so good." You know, it's like you said, word of mouth. People were talking about how good it was and things like that. Now we got 4 mainline movies. We had a series. We
You
got
got
another spin-off
spin-off
movie coming
movie.
off. The ballerina coming. So like it's a whole John Wick universe out there now. So
Now, I remember when the first John Wick came out. Um, I me and a date we went to go check it out because we were curious. We
yeah,
I had just recently seen the 47 Ronin movie, so my face was like this. I was like,
yeah,
but
yeah,
we sat and watched it, and like, yo, that shit was lit.
yeah. I agree.
we
I agree.
we knew when we heard that dog yelp, we was just like, oh shit. Let me say, oh shit, this is bad. And then
Yeah,
and then when you hear the boy talking about who John Wick is, we like, oh,
they call this man Baba
oh,
Yaga. Man, listen, you know that like, bruh,
like you done fucked up, son.
yes, all the way. You went. The line was right here. You went all the way over there. That's you. Like you just.
It's like, bro, you was fucking up in John Wick and Game of Thrones.
Oh, facts, facts. That's right. The dude was in Game of Thrones.
Demon, you a John Wick fan?
Of course I'm a John Wick. Fuck you mean?
Man,
Baba
what?
Yaga.
That man has his own martial art. Gun fu is what it's called, bruh.
I think the funniest shit for me was in the first movie when the cop came up to his house after he dealt with all the bulls, and he came up trying to sound like an authority figure, But then when he saw the bodies laid out, he took his hat off sad, like, oh no, are you working again, John?
You realize
Because he knew what was up.
I like that.
That man knew what was up. He was awesome. Oh man, no, hey,
There goes the
look,
neighborhood.
hey, let's talk about this, John. You was retired. Let's talk about this. They didn't kill the
Wait,
dog. Dang.
wait, wait. Later in the movie, remember, he come up on Kevin Nash. He was like, yo, man, you have a gun to his head. He's like, you lost weight? He's like, yeah, 60 pounds. He's like, that's cool. I'm going to need you to take the rest of the night off. My man looked back, took the earpiece out, was just like, thank you,
You
sir.
got it. You got it. Listen, that let you know. That man was, you know what, Brett? Whatever you want, man. I'm gone. I'm going. Hey, y'all, I'm about to go on lunch break.
John, like, listen, a lot of people about to die. I really don't want you to be one of those. So this is your chance.
Appreciate the warning. Appreciate the warning. That's like something crazy about to happen, and you see you at the club or something crazy about to happen. And you see the dudes is about to shut it down. They come in, they see, hey, I see, make eye contact. You see what they got on? Nod my head. Appreciate the warning. I'm gone.
Fucked up to say, but that's the equivalent of being told to stay home from school tomorrow.
Fact.
Yeah.
It is.
It's like, yeah, Jeremy, the kid in all black, just told me to stay home from school.
Man,
I'm gonna listen to him.
That's why I tell folks here. I tell people all the time, man, you better treat people with kindness.
Mm-hmm.
No matter who they are, what they look like, their kindness go a long way.
It
You
really
never know
will.
nowadays.
It really will. Shoot. Let's go to the next one. So Ubisoft finally admits that Star Wars Outlaw underperformed at launch. It's one of those things where y'all shouldn't say that shit out loud because, like, we already know.
Yeah. It
We
was.
already know. From what I hear, that things have gotten so rocky over at Ubisoft, they're considering going private. Because right now Ubisoft is a publicly traded company.
Yeah, they need to do something, and it's the thing with Star Wars Outlaws, and that was one of my things with it. Like, I played it, I haven't finished. I played a good number, about 5 or 7 hours, somewhere around in there. But I enjoyed it. The thing is, it wasn't this ain't no. It's not a. It wasn't meant to be game of the year. It's but see, I went in with the mind of, I'm taking it for what it is. I'm just gonna play just to go through. And a lot of people, a lot of Star Wars fans, you got somebody that's not. The Star Wars fans are very fickle people.
Woo!
Like, you don't.
You're being such the Southern gentleman. You're being very.
Yes, I am. But you don't have lightsabers. You know, these are not Mandalorians. It's a female scoundrel. It's it's a lot there.
I'm gonna say this: the execution is not where they know it should have been.
Mm-hmm.
Also, it's kind of weird to make a game like this when the media itself has put out material that is game worthy to make. Like, you could do a live service RPG of the Mandalorian.
Yeah. Some people was like, "Where's the why didn't you do like an Andor series or something along with the Andor character or something?" Like, because people were talking about that.
Andor different. Oh no, because Andor does have action, but Andor would be doing something with the Andor characters would feel like a Telltale game.
I can see that.
Yeah, which still isn't a bad idea.
Yeah. But you know, Ubisoft had the Star Wars license. They pitched it to them, and they was trying to get something out there, and they was trying their best to get something out there so they can, fulfill their usage of the license or what have you. So,
Yeah.
that's
That's what they're trying to
hopefully
do.
what I think EA is EA is working on the Star Wars game, another Star Wars game. I know we're
No.
working. They're also working
E
on somebody's working on one.
Someone is working on one. I do not think it is EA because
Okay.
after the Jedi Survivor games, uh, it's like they got some goodwill back with those after what happened with Battlefront.
Yeah.
I think it's all hanging in the balance because I know their contract thing does expire in the not too distant future. I
Yeah.
mean,
They
like
but they. Oh, go ahead.
soon.
Yeah.
So
Yeah. I did hear, it came out. They're working on the third one in the trilogy, so they're gonna finish the Jedi
yeah.
games, and those have been. And I know the other one, Survivor, came out had some. It wasn't the game is well, like as far as like story and game, but it was more so like it was on the technical side that were having some issues.
Mm,
But the game itself, as far as like the story, everything else was there. Like it was really good. It was an improvement from the first one to that one. Like Survivor would have been my game of the year last year had it not been for my had it not been for Starfield for me. But like I love Jedi Survivor. I remember playing it through it last year. It was really good, and I can't wait for the next one. But it was, and it's not the Star Wars that they're working on. I was thinking about EA. They're working on the Black Panther and Captain America game, 1943 or whatever it is.
I hope that turns out well because it looks good. I just needed to keep on the up and up.
I agree. I agree, and I think they're gonna do that. I got a chance to speak with um I can't think of his name right now. That's the voice actor that's doing um the Black Panther in this one.
Okay.
Lord. I met him at the con earlier this year, and I had a chance to kind of just chop it up with him for a few minutes, and we talked about. He was talking about how he loved his voice because I would tell him how just from the trailer, hearing his voice in the trailer and how well he spoke and carried, like it made like he spoke like you would speak if you were a king of a nation
Hmm.
of an advanced nation or whatever. And he sounded on point when I was just telling him how amazing he sounded. And he was talking about how he been sitting on this, been waiting to talk about it. And he said he from the work he's done, he think it's gonna be really good.
Well, listen. Hopefully, we get more of a glimpse of that in
Yeah,
early, in what? Well, actually, not even early. It's going to be late spring of 2025 when we
yeah.
go to PAX East, right, Demon?
Oh, y'all going to PAX? Oh man, that's gonna be
Oh
awesome.
yeah.
I want to go one year. I want to
I
go.
believe so.
I'm
Yeah.
hoping they have. I'm hoping they have it. We get a trailer for it at the Game Awards. The Game Awards is another big place for trailers. Hopefully they have some.
Oh yeah.
Hopefully they get another trailer then. But that's one thing I want to do. I want to try to go to a PAX. That'll be a dream event right there for me.
Shoot, we got PAX Unplugged happening in December. That one's all dedicated to tabletop games.
Oh,
That,
okay.
yeah, that one's right here in Philly.
Where's PAX East gonna be?
PAX East is in Boston, Beantown.
Wow.
Okay. I need to look into that, man. I might have to. That might be about to save up and try to make that trip, man. I think that'll be dope.
It's worth it, definitely.
Yeah.
But oh, sorry, let's go to the next one.
No, no worries.
Actor Jared Harris, who's the son of Richard Harris from who was the original Dumbledore in Harry Potter. He
Yeah.
actually thinks that them converting it into they're rebooting it as a series is a horrible idea. Now,
Mm.
Demons just spoke on something like this. They gonna squeeze the fruit till there's nothing left.
Correct.
And
Correct.
The
now,
only thing that you can do with a reboot series for this is tell the little bits and pieces, all the context parts that were left out of the movie. That's about it.
context, side stories, because
Yeah.
That's all you could really do. But at the same time, he's trying to squeeze all the lemon juice out this bitch.
Yeah, yeah,
I assume
and I
there's going to be. I assume this Hogwarts is kind of have more minorities.
definitely, that's definitely gonna happen. But
And that's gonna
I,
be enough
I,
for.
yeah, I think so I think what it is, they tried their hardest to try to veer away from Harry Potter with the Fantastic Beast series, but it didn't work out really well. And then on top of that, they had Ezra Miller in there. How people were they still went
First, you had Ezra Miller. Then you had the shit with Johnny Depp,
depth, yeah,
I fucking
yeah.
feel him.
So it was like they
and
had
then you
to
had J.K. Rowling.
correct. And so it was like, bro, it's they tried being away from Harry Potter, but as you see, they feel Harry Potter's the only thing that makes money. I let me say this. I wouldn't mind something else in the Harry Potter or in the Hogwarts type of universe. You can, if you want to bring in like a Harry Potter as an continuation where it's his kids or something like that, maybe go down that route or do something or let's go to like actually do something that's maybe in the present day at one of the other magic schools. If you play Hogwarts Legacy, like there's a magic school in Africa, there's some other ones, like there's other magic schools in that universe that you could do. Like, but once again, like you said, Demon was saying, they're gonna milk everything they can out of this. And the only thing I think they can bring to it is if they include some of those things that you can kind of elaborate more and tell more stories, go down deeper down the rabbit hole than some of the things they missed that were in the book that wasn't in the movies because time constraints and things of that nature. So
Mm-mm-mm.
they go get their money. Hollywood look, if it makes money and it keeps making money we go wring that rag till it's dry. So
Yeah, but the guys over there running Max and David Zaslav, these guys they're fucking criminals. I've had it up to here. It's like, listen,
aren't
I
they
get it.
all?
I like Penguin, but it's like y'all doing the most.
Yeah.
Now they just tearing cartoons off the streaming platform altogether.
Listen, I and I know we moved to the next one, but I was gonna say like you mentioned Penguin, and I just think just in general over the like with Warner Brothers, DC, all of them are in disarray. And you look at the Joker movies. The second one just came out, and it's
Do
a
you really? Do
musical.
you? Yo, I watched it today. Here, here. Mm,
You give me
here's
your
the
honest
thing.
opinion.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I have a brutally honest opinion.
Hmm.
First off, I wasn't a big fan of the first Joker movie.
Yeah.
Even though I enjoyed the cinematography and the acting, the infrastructure of it was too much of a plagiarist look at three of Martin Scorsese's earlier films, two of them
Mm.
being The King of Comedy and Taxi Driver. But now, even though originally he said we're only doing the one movie, we shouldn't do a sequel. They they took the carrot, made a sequel, and now the director, who was also the writer, had to actually come up with an original idea, and that's where all of this falls apart. Now, the idea to make it a musical, that could have worked. It could have worked. The only problem is whenever they hit into the musical part of the movie, everything kind of just stands still for it, and
Mm.
it just feels like this movie is way too long. It's over 2 hours. Is
Oh,
the movie's over 2 hours? It's
yeah.
not really worth it. The acting is all solid, but the writing of the actual film is absolutely abysmal. You're not
Mm.
gonna like the ending. I personally like the ending, but that's because I have a sick sense of humor.
Uh,
So
and usually with stuff like that, I can so it's the musical thing that's throwing me off. It puts me in the mind of you're giving me Spider-Man 3 all over again. Like
ooh,
in the,
ooh.
and it's just the I don't. look, the first one was okay. He wasn't my favorite Joker, but he did. I liked his portrayal. I liked the story. I like what they did with it. That's fine. But for you to come back with a second one, throw in a Harley Quinn, bring them back, make it a musical, it's like, why? Why are we going down this road, man? And like I said, and granted, even though Spider-Man 3 wasn't a musical, it's the fact that the musical number in that was so unnecessary, so out of the
everything.
And it takes you out of the movie, like, and just everything in Spider-Man 3 wasn't like, but
I feel watching Joker 2,
yeah,
in their head, I feel like they thought they were doing a Sweeney Todd moment. I feel like in their head they thought they were doing something else.
Yeah.
But they weren't. It was just like, and you could tell that a lot of what's happening in this film was thought of the day of.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like the musical numbers were thought out, but everything else wasn't.
Oh man. Yeah. Yeah.
We got into a rant. Sorry, y'all.
Yeah. No, I apologize. That's on me. I took that.
Sir, do not apologize. We do not apologize for our rants here.
Yes.
No exceptions. But back on trail, Andrew Garfield, he's 100% willing to come back as Spider-Man. If there's a story to bring him back, I'm all for it. Wow.
So what you said? What you said, Demon?
So he could drop MJ. Wow.
Listen, that was the writing. That wasn't that man's fault, man. I mean, that's technically how she died in the comics anyway. So you mean?
You know what?
I mean,
better yet, bring him back to Spider-Man. You know which Spider he can be? The one that disappeared into a different dimension, came back to find MJ, married to his house.
Wow, really? That's fucked up.
Wow.
That's really, and I remember that comic vividly. That's fucked up.
Yeah. I see Demon doesn't like Andrew Garfield that much. Go ahead. You can go ahead, Corey.
I'm gonna say, to be honest, out of all the Sony Marvel movies that's come out over the last 5 years, bringing Andrew Garfield back as Spider-Man isn't the worst idea. At least their universe could have a fucking Spider-Man. Because this Spider-Man-less Marvel universe that Sony is making, it looks really weird. And it's also horrible. I have no hope for Kraven the Hunter.
Don't remember.
I went to a theater and watched Madam Web. You can't tell me anything.
Wow. I'm sorry you had to do that.
I'm still trying to figure out what was worse this year, Madam Web or Borderlands.
Ooh. I'll say Madam Web. The only reason I found Borderlands to be a little funny. Like it made me chuckle a few times, and I like some of the stuff that was going on with it. Granted, wasn't the best, but and I didn't go to the movies to see it. Either. But
you know what?
Never thought instead of that, bring him back, but it's fucking the one that got taken over by Doc Ock.
Wow. That's not a horrible idea.
Superior Spider-Man. That's not a horrible. So I will say I agree with you, Corey, on this. Andrew Garfield is my favorite Spider-Man. His Peter Parker deserved work, but for me as a Spider-Man, he had the quips and all those stuff outside of the swinging on the things in the first movie. Like his quips and everything were on point. Hold on one second.
Parenting.
But okay, go sit down. Go.
That's okay, y'all.
What?
Ain't nothing but parenting.
I'm sorry. I got my kids are still up, man. So But hold on, please.
It's all right.
So, but yeah, I was just saying, like, as far as like the quips and stuff, like from the first movie, like if you go back to one of the funniest scenes in that movie is he's saying, oh, the guy pulled the knife out. He was like, oh my no, oh no, my biggest
Right.
weakness. Like, you know what I'm saying? Just he had that part of Spider-Man down pack, and I love that. But
His Peter Parker was too cool.
that I agree with 100%. That was his Peter Parker. He was too
He was cool.
Yeah, but he wasn't nerdy enough to be Peter Parker.
Like his Peter Parker was just a little too cool. That like I couldn't see his Peter Parker getting bullied by Flash Thompson. It just didn't.
Yeah.
It's like, no, you should punch him.
Yeah. It's like he wouldn't be bullied by Flash. Flash would look at him like, man, you good, you go ahead. Like, you know what I'm saying? He wouldn't waste the time to bully. He didn't look nerdy enough. That was his Peter Parker needed work, but his Spider-Man was on point. And if they can bring him back, especially after the movie where all three of them converge, if they can bring him back, set him up in his own universe, and now that he's coming back with that experience of saving that universe's MJ or whatever, and coming back in, maybe you can go down a path and give him kind of almost like a little bit of a redemption path or whatever. If the story is there, I'm here for it. I'm definitely here for it.
I'd rather watch that than Morbius.
Man, I still haven't seen Morbius all the way through.
Don't.
Listen, I haven't tried. I haven't tried. So yeah.
I hit that eject button fast. When Matt Smith was dancing in the bathroom, I was like,
and I had such high hopes. I love Matt Smith. Matt Smith is a great actor, man. But
he's a fantastic actor. But for some reason, everything he was doing post Doctor Who just was not hitting.
Not working. I mean, I like him in the new whatchamacallit? The new
yeah. I called that. I was like, listen, if this doesn't work, it is over. His career is done.
Yeah.
It was like, bro, if this don't work, it's over for you, cuz. But luckily it worked out. Well, we got a couple videos. I want to show off, and we should be good.
Okay.
Demon, you got him.
Got him, but we will not be for any sound. So sad.
They won't have any sound.
No, it's not sharing the sound.
Why is it not shared? We can't. Forget it. But I'd say, well, no. You know what? Actually, we can show them because they don't. The sound is not really the most important part. So yeah, I had to think about it because I was like, wait, these are actually, huh?
Piggling.
I couldn't hear you. What'd you say?
You don't want me to share, but choose it.
Oh. Listen, it'd be like that sometimes. Yeah, because two of these Jones had me one had me scared and one had me dying.
Oh wow.
And get closer on this one. This had me dying. There is a movie on Tubi.
What is this? Power Rangers?
Yeah, yes. It is called The Last Ranger.
Wow. Is that
That is a Party City Power Rangers costume?
Man, listen. Wow.
My man knows as much karate as Rudy Ray Moore did as Dolomite.
The fuck was that?
And the sad part is, even without audio, it still looks hilarious. We got a couple more,
Man,
Demon.
wow, that is wild.
I was scrolling and I saw a Power Ranger and I was like, cool. Then I kept watching the video. I was like, what is
Hey,
this?
that's less Power Ranger right there. I don't know.
That shit is that shit was a Power Stranger.
Man.
Go Power Stranger.
Got that Halloween costume. Man, go take that out. Come on.
Yo, my man said we could do our own Power Rangers. We don't need official costumes. We
It
don't
was the
need
last Ranger
theme
because he
music.
couldn't get nobody else to dress up with him. That's what it was. That's what it was.
Like that. And what cracked me up is that shit still looked too small.
It did. It definitely did. Then the guy go punch him, man, like it hurt his fist. Man, you don't go on somewhere.
Check out this makeup job. This is
What in the
this
world?
is makeup. This is not CGI. Hit play so you can find out what's what.
Wow. Wow. That's an
That's
amazing job.
yo,
It's crazy.
dude. Can't show me this shit if I'm tripping on acid.
Man, wow.
And this just goes to show you that CGI again should not be the end all to be all.
Correct. I like
Like
practical effects and makeups, man. I mean, it was a show I used to watch on sci-fi. They used
Face
to do
Off,
Face Off. I used to love that show.
like don't get me wrong, I'm a big fan of animation and CG artists, but yo, when it come down to it, these makeup people do not play no games. Put some respect on their name.
Correct. Correct.
Put some respect on their name and big respect to that one. And that's it for the week. That's it. That's it for the week. This has been the Geek Report. Husky Okage, want to thank you for coming in. You're a real trooper. You're hilarious. I love
Man.
you. I love your two set when it comes to this, especially when it comes to gaming. Tell the good people where they can find you at.
First off, man, thank y'all for having me, man. I really enjoyed it. Like I said, last time I enjoyed it, so I really enjoy being on here with you guys. But yeah, y'all can find me over on TikTok at the Husky Kage. Same name on Twitter, Instagram, Twitch. So come check me out.
And of course, before we go, we want to thank you guys out there for checking us out. Want to appreciate you. We hope you are subscribed to Amerime Media here on YouTube. If not, you definitely need to hit that subscription and then hit that bell icon so you can be updated on anything and everything from Amerime Media when it comes to the Geek Report, our podcast, or brand new trailers. So, with that being said, make sure you check out AmerimeMedia.com. That's AMERIMEMEDIA, AmerimeMedia.com, where you can get updated on anything and everything. There's currently a few really great articles up there. One of them celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Batman animated series, not the Batman animated series, the second one, The Batman. And another great article about if the Boondocks really did come out today, would you be able to handle the criticism? All that and more. Please make sure you check out AmerimeMedia.com. But until then, Demon Engine, it's always great working with you. I'll see you next time. Hussy Hokage, it's good to have you again. And again, one more time, we want to thank you guys for checking us out here at the Geek Report, powered by Amerime Media. We'll see you next time.
Peace.